Charlie just went offline. All units, take Charlie back now.
Warning. Titans engaging. Warning. Severe reactor damage sustained. Eject.
Timber. We're taking Bravo.
Giant mechanized armored battle walkers, high-flying double jumps, big explosions, futuristic weapons, high-speed first-person parkour. These are a few of our favorite things. That's Titanfall in a nutshell. Released on March 11th, 2014, Titanfall is newly founded studio Respawn Entertainment's first title after its founders left Infinity Ward, the creators of the Call of Duty series. Like Call of Duty, Titanfall is a first-person multiplayer shooter. Unlike Call of Duty, it is multiplayer only, and it's exclusive to the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Windows PC platforms.
You got it. The enemy has control of all the hard points. We need to regain control, or they're going to activate every Spectre in storage.
Transferring control to pilot.
Hey buddy, close to hardpoint Alpha. It's on your map.
Standing on the shoulders of giants, Titanfall is heavily inspired by the Call of Duty and, to a lesser extent, the Battlefield series. There's even a character that looks just like Captain Price, but without a hat. Though there is no single-player element to the game outside of its wonderfully crafted tutorial scenario, there is still a campaign that can be played on both sides of the warring factions. Completing the campaigns will unlock 2 additional Titans for player customization. The story is a futuristic version of what humanity has always fought over: resources, and probably won't be a selling point for the average player. However, the universe presented here is pretty interesting, and considering how well the tutorial played, we can't help but wish for a single-player Titanfall game. Players pick their weapon loadout for their foot soldier, called pilots, and their Titan. Each match starts with boots on the ground. After a certain amount of time passes, players can call in their Titans from orbit into the battlefield. Titans can operate autonomously, or for greater results, players can manually pilot their Titans to bring some massive firepower to the enemy. Also on the battlefield are small armies of NPC soldiers that can be killed for a small amount of experience points, or if you're not careful, they can kill you. Thinning out enemy numbers shortens the amount of time needed for your next Titanfall. But Titans are not invincible. They can be brought down with enough force, or if you're crafty, soldiers can hop on their back, tear away some armor, and fire their weapons directly into the Titan's inner workings. However, humans are very fragile compared to their Titan counterparts, and are subject to death by massive ordnance delivery systems, gigantic punches, and of course, being squished underfoot. Pilot loadouts are comprised of a main weapon, a sidearm, and an anti-Titan weapon that does not work as well against other humans. Titans are very fast on the battlefield, and they're able to dash quickly horizontally. However, Titans can't jump. Humans can double jump and wall run, giving them an altitudinal advantage. They can also run into smaller buildings and funnel through tighter passageways, creating a cat and mouse type scenario. Considering Titanfall runs on the aging Source engine, it looks fantastic. It's fast, controls great, and even though the matches are 6 versus 6, the game maps are balanced so well they end up feeling much bigger. The game offers a few different game modes like Last Titan Standing, Hardpoint, Pilot Hunt, Capture the Flag, and Attrition. Capture the Flag is the tried and true old formula, but this time with giant robot walkers. In Pilot Hunt, players only earn team points by killing other human players, and not necessarily by destroying their Titans, unless they happen to still be inside when it explodes. In Last Titan Standing, players are only given 1 life and 1 Titan to spend, making it a more surgical experience. Hardpoint is a game of holding objective points, and Attrition is a sort of multiplayer free-for-all where points are given for everything from killing NPC soldiers to destroying walkers, and of course, for killing other players. More experienced and skilled first-person shooter players may find more enjoyment out of Pilot Hunt mode, while less skilled players can still have a major impact in the battle by killing off easier NPC targets with modes like Attrition. On PC, there's a ton of customization options to cater to your machine. However, some heavy effects, like smoke, can't be turned down to lighten the load on smaller machines. This is certainly due to keep the game balanced. However, it might make the game more CPU and GPU intensive than gamers may expect. There is no denying how fun and addictive Titanfall is, and though its inspirational roots are showing, it still feels remarkably fresh. Whether or not it becomes a professionally or long-running competitive multiplayer experience is up for time to tell, but at the same time, we can't help but feel the game skimped out in a few key areas. For a multiplayer-only game, Titanfall desperately needs more maps, more customization options for guns, and some options to individualize your Titan. The journey to level 50 is over too quickly, even for inexperienced and less talented first-person shooter players. At level 50, players can reset all their stats and go for a Generation 2 playthrough. But still, we want more, especially since the game is quite expensive at $59.99 with a season pass already attached. During launch week, we only saw the Titanfall servers go down once, but for the most part, we had a fairly easy time meeting up with friends and finding stable matches. Where can the game go from here? We'd love to see visual customizations of Titan chassis, including paint jobs. The game could use a ton more customization options for all of its firearms, more maps, bigger maps. Basically, the game needs more of everything. Considering it's the first entry in what we are hoping to be a franchise, we can only dream of what the future holds. Cooperative Titans, transforming Titans, flying Titans, and dare we say it, Voltron-esque Titans? The game is pricey, so it's up to you and your budget to decide whether or not you want to make the plunge. If you have the 60 bones, we can say it's worth the asking price, but just barely. A multiplayer-only game this light should go for 40, but Titanfall rides high on the names of its founders, and on the fact that there are few shooters on the market with as much variety in gameplay styles available. After all, there are no other futuristic first-person multiplayer shooters with double-jumping parkour action and gigantic robots slugging it out.
Critical damage. Take cover. Warning. Core reactor overload.